Thank you. We, of course, we have no reason to doubt, the information you're giving us. After all, you are the mouthpiece of the state. But I wanted to ask if you are aware or if you are with the governor during his visit to Tanko Wasagu local government area shortly after that incident, and if you're also aware of this statement he was quoted to have said at that event, and I want to read out the quotes. He was quoted to have said, "We got credible intelligence from the DSS that this school was likely to be attacked. The decision was that we would provide round-the-clock protection." The governor said, "This is clear sabotage." Are you also not aware of this statement? If you are not, we can continue with the discussions.
Earlier, I was not in Zulu when he was there. I was handling other assignments here related to MAGA issue. If he's quoted as having said that, obviously that is the truth of it. But as I said earlier, personally, I'm not in a position to confirm that because, number one, I was not there. If he has said that truly, obviously that is what has happened, because the governor wouldn't have told anybody any lie. But on the whole, let's face facts. The fact of the matter is that we are dealing with a very dynamic insecurity problem. Of course, we have had experiences of abduction of girls, like it happened some years back in Bordeaux. I also want to believe personally that, honestly speaking, we need to do much more than we are doing as a nation. If you observe the issue of banditry in the northwest in particular, and in Nigeria, in other parts of Nigeria, this thing is becoming more daring. These people are expanding territorial whatever. Because personally, I believe if we had done much as a nation, honestly speaking, this thing wouldn't have happened at the frequency it is happening. But as I said earlier, the governor is the chief security officer of the state, and he has been playing his role and part as far as providing assistance, as far as providing the security agencies with what is required of him to make their job easier. We've been doing that, in fact, much more than 100%. You've read, must have seen it recently, providing logistic, vehicles, motorcycles, allowances, benefits to injured ones, all what not. And I think, as far as Kebbi State government is concerned, we're playing our part. But I still believe our security architecture need to be changed to respond to the dynamic situation of insurgency or banditry, whatever name you call it, particularly in the northwest. These people are becoming more daring, they are acquiring more weapons. And when we talk about save the schools, you see, the truth of the matter, let me make it very clear, and we all know that is the truth, that there is no way we can police the entire schools in the axis of vulnerability, even only if it is in the northwest. The axis of vulnerability, I'm talking about the axis where these things are happening frequently, on the borders between Kebbi, Sokoto, Zamfara, and Niger states. There is no way you can police all the schools 100%. So it means that we must change the way we fight, the way we react. We should take the fight to these people. If Nigerians are saying that the locations are known, why must we wait until they attack? Then we begin to mobilize soldiers and equipment to guard schools when the damage has already been done. Why that should be the case? If some other Nigerians, as the case of the MAGA issue that has happened, the reported cases of some villagers where these bandits passed through, even recording videos of them and sending pictures to people. I mean, why can't we stop them in their tracks on their way to the locations, so that, number one, we save situations, number two, we give them, we make it unmistakable to them. We make it clear to them that you can't begin to move from one point in a convoy of motorcycles in your hundreds, holding big weapons. You move across villages and you perhaps go 50, 30, 100 kilometers to perpetrate this kind of evil. Because honestly speaking, we need to do much more. But I want to believe that with what has happened in Borno recently about the Brigadier General that was also ambushed and killed, and the MAGA issue today, I mean, this, at the moment, I want to believe that as a nation we should get more serious about doing the right thing to deal with this problem. Otherwise, I'm afraid this thing is expanding. The bandits are becoming more daring, and we are becoming more vulnerable. And if they are changing their own tactics, we should also change our own in order to ensure that we keep them in check and save ourselves from the unpalatable consequences that are staring us in the face.